Hi, Karen Curry Parker here with your weekly Human Design Evolution Report. I am in the North Woods of Wisconsin this week, bringing you information about our transformation. So, you've probably figured out by now that this cycle of transformation, this cycle of disruption and upheaval that we're in, is not going to go away anytime soon. We're in the thick of it, and we're probably going to continue to be in the thick of it until at least February of 2021. And after that, we enter into a cycle of renewal and rebuilding and recalibrating. The sun in the gate 62 this week, the gate of preparation, and the earth in the gate 61, both gates that happen above the throat center, reminds us that for us to get through this cycle of upheaval, for us to stay resilient and enduring and adaptable while it feels like everything is uncertain around us, we have to have a point B on the map of our life path or our direction. That point B is going to be whatever you dream it to be. And I'm putting that pin here because there's something about the way in which we're conditioned that oftentimes disallows us the vital importance of having a dream. If you're trying to engineer your path, your direction somewhere, but you don't know where the somewhere you're headed is, it certainly makes the journey confusing, potentially overwhelming. You can certainly feel lost on the map. And when we are going through a cycle that we are going through right now collectively, if we don't have a sense of where we're headed, if we don't have a dream that's anchoring us some point in the future, that's calling us forward, it can feel really destabilizing and terrifying for some of us. So we have been in this creative cycle, I like to call it the cycle of the template, where we've been constructing for ourselves a template by using the power of our words first and foremost to begin to articulate possibilities. The gates this week that sun and the earth are transiting through are both gates that happen, as I said, above the throat center, which means they are gates that are occupied with the themes of possibility. Everything that happens above the neck is just a possibility. We know from human design that your mind can trip you up if you don't understand that your truth will unfold out here in your material world. All of us are designed to a certain degree to wait for cues and clues of some kind from our outer reality. We can't act on what's going on in our mind. That's not the purpose of the mind. The purpose of the mind is to activate potentials, possibilities, by giving us, through the power of our imagination, opportunities to construct the template, the point B on our map of where we're headed. When we think about preparing, which is the energy that our sun brings us, because we're so deeply conditioned around the doingness, we think, oh, I gotta do, right? I gotta get ready. I gotta pack my bags. I gotta get all my stuff together. When we look at how human beings create, we don't create first by getting our stuff together, by planning and doing. We create first by having a vision, an intention, a dream, a goal. That's the most powerful part of engineering our path through this disruptive cycle. We have to prepare, but not through action. First, we prepare through mind, which means one of the most important things we can do, and people poo-poo me on this all the time, but I'm going to push this point home to you guys this week. The most important thing you can do to prepare yourself for change is to have a dream, to have a point B on your map of where you're headed. Because if you don't have that, where the heck are you headed? Especially when everything feels like, it's uncertain and you don't know where to put your foot down, because every time you start to put your foot down, the landscape changes. I want to stress strongly enough, at least right now, dream, the importance of dreaming. We're standing on the cusp of a creative revolution. The age of inspiration is coming, and the possibility for us to find the instruction manual, the step-by-step protocols that are going to support us in creating a just, equitable, sustainable world of peace, a world where we have access to the solutions, to the challenges facing us, is coming. It's coming, but not yet. Not yet. Right now, we are still watching the things that don't serve our highest good crumble. We are watching the infrastructure dismantle itself before our very eyes. And really, other than enduring and sustaining and adapting to the current change of the day, there's not much we can do right now except be in the flow of this transformation and dream. Have a dream that calls you forward. Have a dream that lifts you up. Have a dream that supports you in stabilizing your energy so that you can be ready when it's time to get to work. I'm saying this because this is a long cycle of disruption that we're in, and adaptability and endurance and resiliency is built with a dream first. If you don't have something that's going to speak to your heart and your soul and your spirit, that's going to inspire you, excite you, cause you to want to get up in the morning and explore the boundaries and the edges of your self-expression and to support others in doing the same. If you don't have something exciting enough to keep going for, it's going to be hard to keep going. And it's already hard to keep going, right? How many of us, I know what it's like. How many of you are, at the end of the week saying, okay, 3 good days, 4 bad. That's a pretty normal thing, that every day we've got a different kind of experience happening because we're in this like humongous cycle of transformation and everything feels uncertain. You're going to have good days. You're going to have bad days. You're going to have days where the only thing you can be grateful for at the end of the day is that you managed to tie your shoe, and that's okay. That's okay. But to get through where we're at, we have to have that peace that calls us forward. So I feel like I've been repeating myself since probably the beginning of June, telling you guys, get a dream in place. Cultivate a dream. Cultivate your vision. Cultivate your end goal. Cultivate where you want to be going. Keep it here. Talk about it. Even if you don't know how, because we won't know how yet. And it's okay to not know how. We're not in the how part of the construction of the dream. We're in the dream part of the dream. So let yourself engage with life from a place of delusional confidence that we are utterly and absolutely going to get through this cycle that we're in, that we're going to get to the other side of this, and we are going to reconstruct our infrastructure so that it is a reflection of the preciousness of each and every single sentient being on the planet, that we begin to live in such a way that all children are fed and well cared for and educated and loved, that we all have access to health care in a sustainable and peaceful and equitable way, that we all have the ability to have integrated well-being in every part of our lives, that we all have access to healthy, high-quality food, good, clean water sources, that our environment is thriving and we are thriving as a species on this planet together in a loving way. That's my dream. That's part of my dream. You construct the dream you want. We will find ultimately those places where our dreams intersect, and we'll co-create that once we get all this stuff that's not serving us out of the way. So my mantra for you this week is the planning that you need to do, the preparation that you feel compelled to do it here first. Let's get our minds straight. Let's get our mindsets straight. Let's get our vision straight. Get that point B on your map set up and make it juicy enough. Make it desirable enough. Don't settle for less than what you want up here, and build your mind palace right now to hold that dream strongly enough to call you forward on a daily basis. and then take each day by day by day. Assess the day at the end of the day. Find the places that you're grateful for what you got during that day. And think about, we're in this for the long haul. So what do you need to do to endure and sustain yourself in the interim? What do you need to do to take care of yourself so that you have the energy, the reserves, the enthusiasm, the inner place of joy that no one can take from you, no circumstance can take from you? What do you need to do to keep that cultivated so that we can keep moving forward step by step by step? That's it for this week. Keep dreaming. Keep holding those inspirations. Don't be afraid to share them, even if you don't know how they're going to show up. It's okay. None of us knows how right now. Just keep dreaming. The next step, the next right step, will reveal itself when it's time. And you'll always know what you need to know when you need to know it. So don't get caught up in this stuff, okay? Use this for dreaming, not for figuring out. That's it. Have a great week. Bye.